can go.
Okay. All right, guys. So today I'm going to teach you how to analyze the economic system in Southwest Asia, Middle East, and you're going to learn your targets. I can define and identify the three different types of economic systems. Okay. First of all, we're gonna go look up some of this vocabulary words that you are going to see in the reading. All right. So can somebody go with me and say which word do you see here, Nico?
I see Israel.
Israel. What is Israel? A country, right? That we have discussed about it. What about this one?
Saudi Arabia.
This one? Turkey. And then there will be another one, which is Iran. Okay? So we're going to learn about another word here, economic systems. What about this one? What is this word? Anybody? Louis, what is this? Command what? Command economy. A mixed economy, a command economy, and a market economy. Okay? All right. I want you to take a look at these three pictures. And you're going to tell me what do you think those pictures mean. So the question is, what is happening? What is happening there? What do you think is happening in this picture? Louis, can you please close your computer for now? If you will be doing this just for work, okay? What is a traditional economy? So what do you think is happening in that picture? They're trading food, okay, to eat or give to a family. Okay, good. Anybody else have a different answer? Anybody else see something different? Anybody sees anything else? Okay, so let's look at the second picture. What do you think about this one that you see here? What do you think is happening in this picture? Why is it happening? And where is taking place? What's happening?
It looks like construction is being built.
Construction is being built. What do you think is happening? Jeremiah, what do you think is happening?
I think I have to look close.
What do you think is happening in this picture? And why do you think it's happening?
I think they're building something.
Okay, they're building something. Where do you think it's taking place? Does it look like a...
It's taking,
You think it's in the desert?
It looks like in the future.
In the future?
it's taking place in
Saudi Arabia?
Yeah.
Okay, what about this picture here? It says market economy. What do you think is happening? Why is it happening and where it's taking place?
It reminds me of like stock market.
It looks like a stock market. Why do you think it's happening, Jeremiah?
I think you said stock market.
Yeah, so what is happening there? What do you think people are doing?
I think they're selling goods, trading, budgeting.
Okay, and where do you think it's taking place? Alright, so I want you to go now. And I want you to go to the presentation that you have, that I just put up. You have a computer? You go to Google Classroom? Or you my Google Classroom?
I think so. I'm not sure.
Alright, everybody should be on the Chromebook. And you are going to see this article, Jeremiah, you're going to be seeing this article that, right there, get one please, thank you.
Thank you, Madison.
Has everybody got it? Yes? Alright, we're going to take a look at this video, which I'm not sure, I don't know if I'll put it up for you. Okay, so I need you to take a look. Jeremiah, can you please have a seat? Thank you.
Yeah.
Take one of these papers here. Take a
I got
pencil.
it.
You got it? Okay. So we're going to look at this the economic system. This is the Southwest Asia economic system, okay? So we have Israel, Saudi Arabia, and Turkey. So these are the ones we're gonna focus today. So we're gonna go over the standards. So he says, analyze different economic systems in Southwest Asia, the Middle East. You're gonna compare how traditional command and market economies answer the economic questions: what to produce, how to produce, and for whom to produce, by constructing charts and tables. Explain that the country has a mixed economy. So we are going to go and answer these questions first. So we're going to learn to compare and contrast the economic system of Israel and Saudi Arabia. So we are going to start first with this. Jeremiah, can you please read the review here?
Yeah. I would love to. Do you remember the 3 questions that every country must answer when developing its economic plan? What goods/services will be produced? How will goods/services be produced? Who will consume the goods/services? The way a country answers these questions determines what kind of economic system it will have.
Okay, so let's take a look first. Can you see over here so you can see the board?
Oh, yeah.
You can see it? Okay, so we're going to go first with a traditional economy. So, Nico, can you read what is a traditional economy and see if you can explain to me in your own words what do you think it means?
What do I think?
No, you have to read first.
Okay. Traditional economy. All economic decisions are based on customs, traditions, and beliefs of the past.
Okay.
People will make what they always made and do the same things their parents did.
Okay.
The exchange of goods is done through bartering. Bartering, trading without using money. Some examples: villages in Africa and Asia, the Institute,
Canada. Okay, and Australia.
Canada.
Okay, so in this traditional, it says that all economic decisions are based on customs, traditions, and belief. So one thing here says about trading without using money. So anybody can tell me what does that mean, like trading without using money? And this is a traditional economy. Yes. What do you think it is?
So they traded like what years like for something.
So trading something that you have for something else with somebody else. Anybody else? What do you think is a traditional economy? And it says here that they don't use money. So bartering says trading without using money. So what do you think is that? What is a traditional? What is it? How do you do that?
He's like giving, he's not giving money to the buyer, who's getting it. He's giving it.
Okay, so in a traditional economy, this is when, for example, people, farmers, do things and they trade. For example, here, they have a farm, and you have a farm, and we go to this place, but we don't have cash money. We have things to trade. So you may have fruits and vegetables. I may have animals, and all of a sudden I say, you know what? I need a cow. And I have 5 goats. I give you 5 goats for that cow. So you're actually trading things that you already producing on your own. Things that you own, that you produce on your own. Things that you're not even buying it, but that you have a farm and you trade clothing, for example. Some people make clothes and they go and sell it, but they exchange it for other things that other people are selling. You understand? Alright, so for example, if you look at this picture, this is a village in a traditional economy. So they actually trading, they have things to sell, and they trading things with other people. Alright, so let's look at the command economy. Look at the command economy. In a command economy, let's see, who else let me see who can, okay, go ahead. I need you to read this to me. Go ahead, Diana. This is the command economy. So we're trying to see what is a command economy. But in the command, who makes the decisions there? Who is? In a command economy, who makes the decision? The government. Yes. So in a command decision, the government makes the economic decisions. The government owns most of the property, set the prices of goods, and determines the wages of workers, plans what will be made, everything. So they're in control of everything. They're in control what is being produced and what is for and how it's going to be sold, how much money. Okay, this system has not been very successful. More and more countries are abandoning. So for some reason, this is not working. So some other countries are just giving up. So let's go back to this one. All right. Can you please read this now? Go ahead. What is this? Command. The system is what? Harsh. Because of this, there are no pure command countries in the world today. So that is very difficult to do because not everybody has the command economy. Okay, some countries are closed, like Cuba, former Soviet Union, North Korea, former East Germany, etc. All right, go ahead, Madison.
All of these countries have the same type of government, and the government is in control
Of everything. So here in these countries here that you see, girls, you listening? You understand what's happening? So these countries here, they have a command economy. So usually a command economy is like Cuba, the Soviet Union, other countries, North Korea, that people actually, they control everything. So people really doesn't have the freedom to do anything else, but they're the ones in charge. All right, so all of these countries have the same type of government. Common is the government is in control of everything. All right, so we're gonna look at this picture here. North Korea's command economy. All right, so these are people that are looking at, what do you see there? What do you think is that? Cotton, right? It's cotton.
Yes.
And there's people are looking at what they're producing. So they're actually producing and they're in control. All right, so let's look at what's a market economy. Jeremiah, what is a market economy? You want to try? Go ahead.
And
Once there, he's going to read this, and then you read that.
economic society are made basically on changes in prices that occur as buyers and sellers interest in the marketplace.
Okay. Chris, you're sitting over here. I want you to read this for me. This part here. Yes. You have the slide. I don't think you have those slides, but
And truly, market economy there would be no laws to make sure goods, services, food,
medicine.
there would be no laws to protect workers from unfair deposits.
Because of this,
There are no pure economies, but some countries are close to them.
okay. So let's look at this. Countries that are, the ones that are green are free. The light greens are mostly free.
Greenland, USA.
Okay, so the red ones are repressed. So, since there are no countries that are purely command or purely market, what does that make them? Most democratic countries have some characteristics of both systems. We keep it simple and call it mixed economy. Of course, most countries' economies are closer to one system than the other. So we're gonna go over the Israel economy and Saudi Arabia, okay? So let's see. go first with Israel. Okay, so I'm gonna start reading this. I need, Jeremiah, you gotta read this over here. Can you look up? You gotta read this one, all right? Nico, you read this one. Chris, you gotta read this one, okay? All right, so you gotta start, we gotta go first with Israel. So we're gonna see what is it that Israel to produce, how to produce, and from whom to produce. Okay, so Israel. What kind of economy Israel has?
Israel has a mixed economy system. According to the Index of Economic Freedom, Israel is 70% free and 30% commanded.
Okay.
Private businesses in technology,
Agriculture.
agriculture, and tourism determine their own production of goods and services. Prices are based on supply and demand.
Okay, so the prices are based on supply and demand, all right? So it depends about how many people want something, okay? If something is selling more, they make more, and they can change the prices to more or less. Okay, so there's private businesses in technology. So in Israel, there's a lot of private businesses in technology. They also have agriculture and tourism. And they determine their own production of goods and services. So whatever they're going to produce, they are the ones to determine. Okay, Nico, what does it say here?
Israel. Well, private
Enterprise
plays a role in Israel's economy. The government also has a hand in the country's economic plan. The government controls the electric, natural gas, and aerospace industries, and most of the land is government owned. It charges various taxes and controls prices on agriculture goods and banking services.
Okay, can you analyze this? Can you look at this and tell me if there's anything you can explain what this means? It says, well, private enterprise plays a role in Israel's economy, which is private, right? The government also has a hand in the country's economic planning, okay? So it's not only the government, but it's also the private enterprise. So what do you mean this is? Come on, think about it. What is it that the government controls more? Natural gas, the electric, what else?
The aerospace and industries.
And most of the what?
Land.
Most of the land is government owned. So that means that people, if you want to produce something, planting things in agriculture, that is owned by the government. Okay, so most of it. So that is kind of hard for some people to have their own kind of business doing that. It changes various taxes and control prices and agriculture goods and banking services. So the government in Israel, they are the ones that control the prices, agriculture, and banking services. So they actually are the ones that manage the area of agriculture. When it comes to fruits and vegetables, things like that, they are the ones. Look at this. Do you think they produce a lot of that? Do you think they're good in?
No.
I don't think so. So let's go to Israel. Israel has the most diverse economy in Southwest Asia. Its important industries include mining. So these are some of the things, listen up, that they have. So this is the economy. This is what they produce. Listen up. This is what they produce. So let's see what is it that they produce. So they have the most diverse economy in Southwest Asia. Okay, because it's different. So let's see. What is can you read this? Yes. that's very big. You can see it. Do you see it there? You wanna come up here? Because this is a different side. So let's see what is it that they're good in, or what is it that they have, and what they produce. What is their important industries? What is it that they have? Important things that they have. Yeah. So good. So they have mining, cutting and polishing diamonds. So they have diamonds there. And that is one thing that they produce. They have agriculture and manufacture of tech equipment. So they do have equipment technology that they produce. They have agriculture, they have diamonds. So there's another thing, also a high percentage of Israelis work in the service industry, as Israel is popular for tourist destination, okay? I don't know now how it is because of the war, so I don't think people are going there right now. But people used to go, listen up, people used to, these are the countries of Israel, they have beaches and everything, so people used to go there to visit Israel and Jerusalem. So people go there. Now, it's like I said, because of the war now, it's a little bit more difficult for people to go, so they're not. So let's see what is it in this area. So what it says, what to produce in Israel. What does it say? Christopher, what does it say? What is it that, what they produce in Israel? Okay, so when it comes to something that what to produce, when they want to produce something, individual and corporations, government has some regulations. So the government will put regulations on some of the things that people want to produce. How to produce? So, come on. How to produce? So this is in Israel. How to produce? How do they produce in Israel? Individuals, corporations,
governments has some regulations.
Okay, so individuals and corporations, government has some regulations, same as what to produce and how to produce. You see, similar is the same. From whom to produce? Louis, for whom to produce? Has some regulation. For what, when they, listen up, when it comes to what to produce and how to produce it and for whom to produce it, the government has regulations, okay? So we're gonna go over the challenges. So since its creation in 1948, Israel has been involved in much conflict with its neighbors. So as you know, they are at war, right? So since 1948, excuse me, sir. Pay attention. So in 1948, its creation in 1940, Israel has been involved in much conflict with their neighbors. So as you know, they're still fighting, and it's pretty bad right now. So building up a national security and maintaining its armed forces has put a strain on Israel's economy. So they're actually having problems with the economy because they have to maintain its forces. They're spending money when it comes to weapons and the army. All that is they have to spend money. So they're having issues there. Another financial burden that they're having has been large values of immigrants, even though they have brought valuable skills to the country. So there are a lot of people that have migrants that have moved there, okay? So, got that? All right, so let's go to Saudi Arabia. We're gonna go to Saudi Arabia. Okay, Nico, what does it say in 1932?
In 1932, when Syria became a comet is mostly tradable and consists of trained camels, goats, and cattle. When oil was discovered discovered the Senior Oil family transport to the economics into mostly command and profit mainly from oil wells.
Okay, can you summarize this? What it says about here? What does it say in 1932? We're talking about Saudi Arabia in the past. How was their economy in the past?
It became a nation.
Its economy was what?
It was mostly traditional and
Consistent?
consisted of trading camels, goats, and textiles.
Okay, what happened next? When oil?
When oil was discovered, the Saudi royal family transformed the economy into mostly commanded and profit greatly from oil wells.
Okay, so before, in 1932, Saudi Arabia, they also used their traditional command, and again, trading camels and goats and textiles, all right? But then when they discovered oil, that changed things. They became more command economy. It became a kind of a command economy, okay? All right, so look at the camels right there. So let's go at the present time. Girls listening? At the present time. What is the present time? What's going on in Saudi Arabia right now with the economy? Louis, right here. How is, so do you want to get up if it's too small? How is the government right now in Saudi Arabia? Okay, so right now, in the present time, the government still controls most of the oil industry, but has begun to diversify the Saudi economic in other areas. The government has begun to encourage private enterprise in areas like power generation and natural gas explosion. With a large part of the revenue now coming from private businesses, Saudi Arabia now has a mixed economy and raised at 64% for free and 36% command. So things in Saudi Arabia, have changed and are better. Okay. All right. Let's look at this one before we go to the next one. Now let's Nico, can you read the last slide here?
The government is trying to grow the private sector in order to
diversify
the economy. Private businesses are being asked to take on a greater role in education, healthcare, and terrorism. The Saudi government has even started selling shares of country's petroleum company to the public.
Okay, so we're gonna stop here. We gotta stop in this one for today. And I want you to go on the slides that says, I want you to go to the one that you saw before. Which one is that? Yes. The one that says compare and contrast. Is everybody there?
Yeah.
I'm waiting for everybody to be in that page. Jeremiah, I need you to move your seat?
Yeah.
Yes. What you need? Do you have the paper? Can you help me find it, please? All right, everybody gonna be on that slides. Jeremiah, do I need to move your seat? I need you to focus. Put your book back where it belongs. You're not supposed to have it there. Okay, so we're gonna go first into Israel's economy. Okay, so on the page, the paper that I gave you, there is an assignment that you need to do. So basically, this is what we're going to do. You're going to look at the slides, and you're going to answer the one that I showed you before, which was starts in 1932, right? All right, 1932. So we're gonna first start looking at one is Saudi Arabia. Let's see. What you have? Do you have the one that says traditional? Alright. So I need you to start looking at the slides. Excuse me. I need you to move because you don't
I'm
stop.
talking about this.
Okay, but just wait. You have to raise your hand and wait because I'm giving instructions. So I don't have to repeat myself. Okay? You see this slide here. And again, he says Israel's economy is the most developed and diversified in Southwest Asia. So we already went through this. So they manufacture high-tech equipment. They export cutting, polishing diamonds and pharmaceuticals. They have medicines there. So I need you to go into the slides as a group. So we're gonna do 2, 2, and 2. So that's 2, 2, 2, 2, and I need you to work with you. Come.
How about though?
No, it has to be in a
I'm
group.
smart.
No, you have to be in a group. So everybody have, Louis, go sit over there. Go move your seat there. You can sit, you can have that table. You're gonna work with Christopher. And this is what you're going to do. You're gonna look at the slides. You're gonna look at the slides here. How many of you have this one that's, it should be there on the slides? How many of you have the one that says traditional command and market on the page? That's your paper? Okay, anybody? So those of you, you're gonna be working on this one, the traditional command. So you're gonna answer, you're gonna look for the answer of this traditional, the command, and market, and the answers are gonna be on the slides. So you're gonna work together, make sure you have, if you don't have that same thing, you're gonna, do it together. You're gonna do, Christopher, you have the slides? Do you have those slides? Yeah. You don't have, do you have the slides? Okay, so he's gonna, show you what he has. And you're gonna go and answer these questions here. And with him, these are areas that you're gonna answer. You answer this and find the answers. Alright, so you're working together, answering this. You need to work with somebody. Come here. You have to, can you sit there with him? Just for a minute. So you can answer this with him, because he has to do his work. You can't say, why are you saying no? Well, it's not about that. You can't do it by yourself. This is a group activity. You will be doing something on your own soon. But right now, I need you to focus and go. So this is what you're going to do. Well, yeah, you can work with Nico. It's fine. So you're going to look and find the answers. Which one do you have?
I'm trying to like find the traditional command.
It should be on the slides.
I'm on this
In the back. Let me see which paper. Can you bring me that paper so I can show you which one you're going to be doing?
Just one for you.
No, it's not that.
Copy off.
No, it's not that. It's something else. Or I'm not telling you. No,
I want you to,
no, I'm not saying like that.
in the group, go into same here, and we're going to answer this one. So we're going to work as a group with them. Make sure they're on the same page.
I can't find the one.
Alright, they should be there. So it says, Israel economy. So we have here, this one. Alright. You have, I'm going to give you, 10 minutes. You have 10 minutes, okay? So you're gonna work together, you're gonna answer. Now, you can look, once you do one page, you can look at the other questions, and you can find them and answer. Once we do that, there's something that we're going to do, formative, that you're going to do it alone. I'm going to give you, sticky note. Do you get them all? Do everybody has a sticky note? Okay, so we're gonna be doing something with a sticky note, that make sure that you have all sticky note. Do you have a sticky note? I'm gonna give you one. What are you doing? Alright. Anybody has a pencil? Everybody's doing this? I'm gonna put down the other slides that we did before. This PowerPoint.
You got a pencil?
Here she goes.
You got a pencil?
Slides up, we got
It's also the other slides that we have. Okay, so let me upload this and let me add those. Do I see you working? Let's see who's working and we'll see. Let's see who's doing the work or not. Who's finding the answers.
trying to find the traditions.
Here. Jeremiah, where did the pencil go? And your pencil.
Hey. That's the short.
This one.
Yeah, my dad took
I thought it'll land right
Oh, I thought the answer.
Alright, so we are going to I'm gonna put this for you. But remember, this one is only
This one.
does not give you the whole answers on this one.
Sorry.
This man, no, dude, come on. We have to work on traditional command and mark it first.
Wait, what?
First.
Command and Mercury.
After we finish these, then we can work on the other ones.
Okay, I uploaded this other video that we saw first, the slides.
I can't do it.
You not helping? Alright, we need a partner.
Wait for that.
He needs a partner. He's not doing his work.
I thought Louis was this part.
Come on. Louis, stop. Louis, are you doing your work? How are you doing your work?
Oh, he has a good point.
First of all, you should be looking at the paper. Alright, you look at the paper, so it makes it easy. Or you can find the answers when you look at the slides.
So when we doing the quizzes?
Alright, we're not gonna do the quizzes today. That's not today. We're gonna do something, another activity. That is for tomorrow. Okay? So that is for the review. What I want you to do is answer some of those questions that I told you. And you have a couple of minutes, sir. What? Yes. I can't hear you. You need a partner. You can't be doing this on your own. You know that. There's no way. You need to get motivated. You gotta motivate. Come on. You can do this.
I know I'm doing that.
You can do this. All of you can do this.
I already know what I'm doing.
Remember, it's for a grade.
think I'm a Sherpa.
Alright. What'd you type in?
Here you go. Found it.
Samaj?
Found it.
I know, I just entered it.
I'll have to see if I find it, okay?
Samaj? I have a question.
Alright. I'll see if I can find it. Alright, how we doing?
Why you ask me that?
Just curious.
Very curious.
Did you notice any difference?
Yeah, I mean, the words are not the same as here.
This is gonna
We have the other slide, the one that, the green one that I uploaded, the one that we did, the red one.
I'm listening to music. See, they're on my head.
did you get a pop? Did you get a pop?
Please.
If you know that song from Jericho.
So, remember that, when you're going to compare, Jeremiah, when you're going to compare the economies, remember that Israel has a mixed market economy. So can somebody tell me if anybody remembers when we said what is a traditional economy? Who remembers that? Nico, the traditional economy, how is it that they get, the traditional economy? Which one was that?
Oh, that's when they trade without using
Yes, when they
money.
trade and they don't have any money. And the command economy, which one is that? That one is what? Command, huh?
It's when the government makes all the economical decisions.
Yes. So there's only one person that decides, okay. All right, good. All right, I'm gonna give you a couple more minutes, and we will continue, listen up. We're gonna continue this one and the slides tomorrow, because it's just one section that we're going to do. Now, I want you to go to the section that says Economies of Southwest Asia, drag, drop. Alright, so now you have about 3-4 minutes. If you don't get to finish this one, don't worry about it. We'll continue tomorrow on it. So right now, I just want you to, I'm gonna give you you have about I'm gonna give you 3 minutes because we still gotta do the drag and drop. Sir, I need you to take those headphones down.
I'm not listening to that.
Oh,
I'm just about in my head.
alright. You're doing the page that I gave you to do, right? You're doing the page I gave you?
This one?
Christopher's doing the page, yes. We all working in different pages and different questions, okay? Okay, so now I want you to stop for now. Stop what you do. Make sure your name is on the paper. Your name is on the paper. Okay, everybody should have a sticky note. Who does not have a sticky note? Everybody has one?
I do.
Everybody? You have a sticky note, sir?
Everybody do.
You have a sticky note? You do, okay, good. Alright, I want you to go to the one that says drag and drop on the same paper that you're doing the slides.
On the slide?
Yes.
Which one is that?
The same, this one that's right there on the board, you see it? The
No.
one that says comparing and contrasting the economies. of Israel, Saudi Arabia, Iran. And we're gonna go here. It says annotation guide. And then there's a star here, check, arrow here. So basically, we're going to think, doesn't have to be perfect, because, we'll continue this tomorrow. But on the top, it says type of economy. It's a mix, a command, private, a public. So we're gonna click the red one, and we're gonna move it to where we think, which special section is this one? So I'm gonna go here, specialization, it specializes in exports based on, so those are export, economy strength, high literacy rate, infrastructure, capital investments, high, so this is the one that has, good education, economic weaknesses. So I'm gonna do this first. So this one here, which says economic weaknesses, low literacy rates, low capital investment, low standard of living, lack of resources, weak human capital investment, entrepreneurship is not encouraged, support, lack of foreign investment. So, what do you think would this be? Which kind of economic is this? Is that a mix, a command, a private, a public? So you're gonna take and you're gonna move it to where you think it is, okay? Which you think is the answer. You got it? Yes? Everybody understands? All right, so you're gonna look, this one specializes in import, exports based on, so is that a private, is that a public, is that a mix? Economic strength, highly, remember where there's more education, there's more jobs and opportunity. So you're gonna tell me economic strength, you're gonna read this one, and you're gonna tell me which one. Is that a private, is that a mix? And again, you're gonna click it, and then you're gonna move it to where you think it is, okay? You got it? All right, so you have a couple of minutes to do this. Once you're done doing this, I need you to take this here that you have, the sticky note, and you're going to tell me what are the 3 economic systems learned today. Write an answer into the card. So you're going to tell me what are the 3 that we learned today, economic systems, that we went through, that we just went by. And you're going to write it down here, and we're going to put it on the board. We're going to actually have a section for it. So we're going to put it in this side for today, right here, all the sticky notes, and we will continue tomorrow. You got it? Yes? All right, so you have 10 minutes overall to finish this, the draft. Make sure that you read this first and understand. Even, listen, if you still don't understand, it's fine. We're going to go over it again tomorrow, because we were just going over the slides and trying to explain the 3 different systems of economic, okay, in different countries, all right? Everybody with me?
Do we have to do the first page?
No, just do the drag now. We'll finish that tomorrow. All right? All I want you to do is write your name on the paper, because we're gonna continue in tomorrow. But there's a lot of things that we still have to do. And it's just not on just tell me the 3 different command economies, 3 economies, I'm sorry, that you learned. What are the 3 different economies that they have in the Middle East? Make sure you try to do this. Jeremiah, sir, are you doing the directing thing? You trying, everybody? Yes, you got it? Let me see. Let me see your Chromebook.
I don't know. What do you think I'm doing?
Let me see.
I forgot my pencil.
Well,
That was at a point. I finished the first
did
page.
you write a note or something? You're late? Okay.
I finished this first page. I'm done.
Just put it, right there on my desk, right here. Oh, you finished it? Okay, all right, good. So basically, this is a type of economy, right? This is says mixed, command, private, and public. So this is what they specialize, okay? Economic strength. So all you gotta do is think, which kind of economy is this? So you're gonna go and you're gonna move this to wherever you think you go. What kind? Is this a private? So you're gonna put this one here. You gotta go to public, and this you go and you put it down here. Where it goes, right? And you move it here. So you're gonna move whichever you think the specialization is. Type of economy. Is it a mix? Command, private. So you're gonna check this, right? And you're gonna move it to where you think it is, the red one. If you think it's that one, it's the red one. If you think it's the check one, okay? You move it. All right? All right, we will, okay, so since you came in late, this is what we're gonna do. Tomorrow, we're gonna continue what we read in the part that we are, and I'm gonna reteach you what we learned today and the first that you have to do, okay? And then you continue. So, you what?
I'm still, I got that middle night going to my appointment.
All right, so do I have everybody's paper?
I'm bringing that to work.
Get to work.
All right, I need you to get, we're not done yet. Once you do this,
Some of these students aren't in here. All of these kids, some of y'all is not on this stuff.
I need you to, okay,
I'm not talking
when you have the sticky note, I need you to answer what are the three that you answered. Did you fill it out already? So we gotta put it, all right, let me put this over here for now. Do you have your name on it? Good. We're gonna put it right here. Anybody else? We're still doing the drag? Okay.
What dragon?
Okay, like this. Let me show you. All right, so here, these are the type of economy. There's a mix, a command, private, and public. So this one specializes in exports based on this one. Listen out, economic strength. This is high literacy, economic weaknesses. So we're gonna try to find out which kind of economy is in this when it comes to, excuse me. So what you do is you're gonna click. You're gonna click, is it this one, the red, and you're gonna move it to where you think it is. Because the color is the one that tells me, all right?
Always tea.
All right, we have 5 more minutes. I need to collect those papers that you were working on it. I don't wanna lose them.
Stay out. I come back tomorrow, right?
Yeah, tomorrow and Wednesday. Yeah. All right, anybody? Go ahead, stick it. Did you give me the sticky note? With the 3,
Oh, I didn't take a sticky.
All right.
I took the notes inside. My bad. I only took the notes.
Very soon. In a few minutes.
I only did the notes. I did the notes. What was it called?
What are the 3 commands? What are the 3 economies? The 3 different economies that you have learned today? Do I have everybody's paper? Alright, so I need everybody's paper to have your name on it, so I know it's your paper so we can continue. We're going to continue looking at the slides tomorrow and go more detail. So we're going to go in more detail about what them. I'm going to give you some more examples. Okay? You are going to be doing, you are going to be taking a quiz on it.
I was gonna take my test today.
Which test? Oh, I have to see when they give it. I'll find out. Okay, if they give it today, you take it today, okay? I'll let you know. Well, you still have time, don't worry about it. Alright? So, alright?
I like figuring spaghetti.